Hey there guys, welcome back for another episode of Victor Vector's Garage. Today we're going to be going over the BuiltRight rear seat release for the Ford F-250 pickup. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, so been looking on social media a little bit and seen some different ads pop up after my searches of looking at Ford parts and different things like that. And BuiltRight Industries came up on my Instagram profile and I saw this rear seat release mechanism. So pretty cool little product, very simple, pretty inexpensive too. I think it was about $25 when I purchased it offline. And basically what this is going to do is enable your two-person rear seat in your crew cab to be able to fold down similar to the single side where your jack is placed. So I got a buddy, he's also got a Ford F-350. He already installed this and they honestly have a pretty good instruction manual. On the back of the little placard that comes with this here is a QR code that you can scan. It is pretty straightforward with the tools that you need. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go outside, work on the truck, and get this installed. Alrighty guys, so we're inside the back of the truck. Basically the first thing we're going to do is we need to release the latch mechanism on the back side of the driver's side bench seat. So there's not really a good clearance to get in here, so what I found to be helpful is if you lift up the seat first, then you have access to be able to see back here, and you can go ahead and take your box end wrench and then you can go ahead and put that over the latch and lift up. And then that will go ahead and allow for this to release. And that allows it to go ahead and drop on down. So guys, once you lift up the front cushion, you can go ahead and see that in here you got this little dowel right here that I'm hooked onto. What you're gonna do is you're gonna lift up on that guy, and that'll allow the seat to go ahead and pull forward. Now once you get that released, if the seat doesn't want to pull forward, then what you might need to do is come over here and pull on the tab to release the bottom cushion. Once that's done, the seat should be able to fall away, like so. So again, what you need to hook on is pull on this little guy right here. You're gonna lift upward, and then that's going to go ahead and release the latch that is on this pin here. So with the back seat folded down, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove these two T30 Torx bit. Alright, so with your two fasteners out, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and slide it up so it will come out and disengage this little hook from the back of the seat. We're going to go ahead and grab our strap. We're going to go ahead and put it on here, and we're going to want to just give it a little snap there, it looks like, until it just snaps into place like so. Or you can also just alternatively slide it right on over the top there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our bracket, we're going to go ahead and feed it in from underneath like so. Want to make sure your strap is out of the way, and then the slot there is going to line up. Put it right into place like that, and that's what's going to hold that on so it doesn't fall off while you pull and use it. You can also then feed that strap up through the slot in the top here. Make sure that it's all oriented correctly. And there you go. That's going to be the little assembly right there like so. What we're going to do is then go ahead and drop this back onto the seat. Make sure you engage the slot first. Line up your bolt holes, and then we'll go ahead and start refastening in our T30 Torx screws. Then I'm just going to come in really quick and give it a nice snug with my wrench. Not too tight. And that is going to finish up that install. So now you can see that this guy will actuate our lever here. So closing the latch, opening the latch. When it comes in and closes, again, opening. Nice and handy. Keeps a pretty low profile out of the way. Nothing too bad there. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how it works. Now when you go to put the seat back up here, not wanting to latch. Remember, you had the seat base lifted up, so you need to have that up until it engages, and then at which point you you can then engage that rear. Now, from here, you can just reach up, grab your latch, and you can go ahead and release that and drop your seat back down. In this case, this pin which slides is already in the correct location, so this should mount back up without any issue, just like so, and we're back engaged. Seat can fold up, seat can fold down. And you might have to lift up again to be able to get that cord back accessible again. What happened with mine is it fell down. All right, so view from the side, basically what we're just gonna do is come over here, reach, grab the loop on our tether, pull up, and that'll drop our seat down. Have access to the back area for any storage. Alrighty guys, so let's go ahead and do a little recap of the install. So basically what I ended up finding out is that it's a lot easier if you raise the seat up to about here to be able to get your wrench in there to be able to pull on the latch mechanism, at which point then the seat is able to fall forward quite easily, like so. Now, the one thing that I will mention is when you go to put this back up, there's nothing that keeps the tether from falling back down on itself, which then makes it kind of difficult to get to, and again, you have to then lift the base of the seat, like so, to be able to lift up the backside to be able to gain access to that. So what I think works pretty well is go ahead and lift up onto it and hold on to it when you put the seat back. Now, I wouldn't recommend that you keep pulling on it, but just keep it sort of suspended up so that it doesn't fall behind the seat when you bring the latch in. Now again, I need to raise the seat because I did bring it down. And then in that case there, it locks in quite easy. And I still have access to that tether well, so that I can grab it from here and bring the seat back down again. But yeah, so all in all, I think the install went pretty smooth. Only thing, like I said, I think I want to do something with this tether to keep it so it stays up. Either add like a little bit of Velcro or something on there so it stays to the back of the seat. But I'm going to think about what I might want to do there. And that's going to wrap up today's video. Pretty short, sweet install video. Hopefully you guys got some good knowledge on how to go ahead and do this install. Similarly, BuiltRight Industries does have an install video showing how to do this too, but figure, you know, any company can make anything look easy, but seeing somebody that is first time install, being able to give you a true representation of what the difficulty is and be able to give you some tips and tricks along the way, hopefully something that you find value in. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and like it. Go ahead and give me any comments, any feedback that you have, any questions. And for all those of you returning subscribers, really appreciate you guys. And anyone new to the channel, I'd really love for you guys to subscribe. Stick around, check out other videos that I've already posted, and stick along with me here as we keep creating more videos on the Ford F-250 as well as Project Vector. Alright guys, with that, we are Victor Vector's Garage. We're taking on these builds and the trails with both direction and magnitude. Alright guys, have a good one. Catch you next time.